Hey, Ty here, and today I'm going to share with you the most requested video that I get, and that's on how to put together your blended drink. And before I get into exactly how to do that, I want to address one of the most common questions I get, and that is, what's better, blending or juicing? Well, I'm a huge advocate for both, but if I have to pick one, I'm going to pick blending. And the reason why is because you get the fiber with it. And fiber is critically important for our digestive tract, keeping us regular, and all the things that go along with that. But what people don't talk about nearly as much is the role it plays in detoxing our body gently on a daily basis. And I'm going to go into some pretty deep detail in some of the upcoming videos that I'm putting out. But for right now, that's the reason why I like to do the blending over the juicing. Now, I personally like to do both. And what I've done today is I actually started out, in the interest of time, I went ahead and blended up a mix here. And in this here, I have carrots in here. I actually added in some celery. I had some apple that I diced up and I juiced in here. I like to add in a little bit of beets. They're great for boosting nitric oxide. And I blended all this together, or juiced all this I should say, and I put it in my blender, and I'm going to use that for a base today. Now, by the way, this little mix right here is a great starter mix for people new to juicing, because that combination will cover up the taste of pretty much everything else that you put in there. So it's a great place to start, and then start playing with it and adding different things in. Now, in interest of time, I went ahead and did all that first. On days that you don't have time to do that, it took me about just a little less than 10 minutes to juice that together. But when I don't have time for that, I'll use almond milk for a base. And I have some organic almond milk here. I got this from Trader Joe's, and I use that for a base. Non-dairy, non-soy, even kids will drink it, so it's got to be pretty good. And then the other things I use in there is I actually use some organic spinach I throw in. By the way, everything I'm getting here I got from Trader Joe's. It's a one-stop shop for me. I don't like spending a lot of time in the kitchen. I'm in a hurry. I don't have time to mess with it. It's one of the most common complaints I get is people go, well, I don't have time to stop and blend. Well, it takes me less than 5 minutes to blend whether I'm and be out the door. And that includes cleanup. So the other thing that I'll throw in here is I throw in some kale. And I actually threw some kale in my juice today too. So it's great superfood, so I like adding that in. Arugula is a nice one to put in there. A lot of times I'll use Napa cabbage. I'll add in. Now, Trader Joe's also has a mix when I'm in a really big hurry. It's power greens. And it's a mix of your arugula, your kale, your spinach. It's got it all right there. I get about 2 uses out of a bag out of it, so it's just a real simple, quick way for me to throw this together. Now, just to add a little bit of sweetness into it, I put in, I have some organic mixed berries that I use. But you can use any kind of fruit you want. I think it's good to kind of change it up. Now, I know a lot of people say, well, you shouldn't mix your veggies and your fruits together. But, the fact is, I know how people are. I know how I was when I first started doing this. And just going straight to doing your vegetables is a bit much for a lot of people. They need that sweetness so that they'll actually, drink it. So I think any downside of mixing the two together is balanced out by the fact that it actually gets you to drink it and enjoy it. And I love drinking my drink. Now, one of the things I like to throw in there that most people don't think about is I use raw sweet potatoes. And raw sweet potatoes are one of the #1 superfoods on the planet. Just great for a long list of things. I get this also, little organic sweet potatoes. I get that at Trader's too. So again, interest of time, I grab everything from one place. And when I do it, I actually peel the potato. The reason why I do that, it just takes a second. And there is an enzyme that's a little hard on the liver. The potato uses to protect itself when it's in the ground. And if you're doing these every day like I do, I just think it's better to go ahead and blend it up, or to peel it first. So I throw that in my blender here. Now, from there, I'm just going to blend this up. using a Vitamix here, and Vitamix is, they're awesome. Blendtec's awesome. I mean, you can throw a broom handle in this thing and liquid will come out. But for a really long time, I didn't have a nice blender. I think I spent $40 at Target and got a little blender, and you have to keep one hand on it, keep it from dancing around all over the counter and everything, and you have to spend a little time chopping your food up a little bit more. But it'll work fine. So you don't have to, have a $300-400 blender to get started doing this. Just get started with whatever you can get. It'll be fine. And then, down the line, and maybe get something, that you like to use. Blendtec and Vitamix are both awesome. So what I do is once I get that all done, I use these little tumbler cups. I use these a lot, and I'll usually fill that up. I'll get 2 of them out of this. And on days when I know I'm not going to be around the house, sometimes I'm, at shows or things like that, I'm not going to have time to eat, I'll take the other one, I put it in my cooler, drinking this in the morning, and the next one a few hours later will carry me for a very long time. I get a lot of great calories, a lot of great energy in it, so great way to get started. So there you have it. Now you know how to get started blending your drink. So until next time, go ahead and add that into your program, and a lot more great stuff's going to be coming your way really soon. Till next time, bye.